It's a horny goat-headed monster. In the middle of the night, when no one was around, he snuck into a sheep pen on a farm. The sheep were all staring into a dark room. Inside, there was an inappropriate hissing sound. Scared the sheep back. A victimized ewe slowly came out. Her limbs were trembling. Finally, it couldn't hold on any longer and fell to the ground. A few months later, the farm couple came to deliver the ewe. The first two lambs were fine. By the time they got to the third, the couple was speechless with shock. They looked at each other. The woman took the lamb away. She took the lamb back to her room and raised it as her own. Not long ago, their baby died, and the woman could never conceive again. They named the lamb Ada, the name of their dead daughter, and the ewe was saddened by the loss. That day she finally broke free. She went to her master's window to call out for her babies, but the woman chased her away. But the next day, the two men returned from an outing to find Ada gone. They searched every room. They took the dog and searched outside. Finally, they found the ewe on a hill. She was trying to escape with Ada. It was only then that Ada showed her true colors. He was a monster with a sheep's head. The husband wrapped Ada in his coat. He didn't care how the ewe felt. He carried Ada back in his arms. The ewe followed, screaming and screaming. The woman became angry. She thinks of Ada as her own. Even a ewe can't take it from her. This ewe gave birth to a monster with a sheep's head, but the lady of the house took her for her own daughter. Ever since Ada was almost taken by the ewe, the woman has had nightmares every day. She dreams of a bunch of weird rams staring at her with glowing eyes. She thinks it's a bad omen, that someone might come for her baby. Just then, that she-goat came to the window again. The woman couldn't stand it any longer. She took her shotgun and aimed it at the ewe. Even though the ewe was innocent, she shot it anyway. They didn't eat the mud and hot pot. They dug a hole and buried the ewe, and the husband's brother saw it. He couldn't understand why the woman did it until it was time to eat. The husband and wife called the lamb out. Looking at this monster, the brother was shocked. This monster apparently has completely integrated into their lives. They raised it as if it were their own child. But in the brother's eyes, Ada was a monster. He wasn't even human. He pulled a blade of grass out of his hand and made Ada squat down to eat it. The older brother, who was just passing by, saw this. He got angry and scolded him. Then he took Ada and left. At night, my sister-in-law took Ada by the hand. She told him to say goodnight to his uncle. The brother couldn't stand it. He decided to put an end to it. He took Ada out while the couple slept and took the shotgun with him. Ada had no idea of the threat that was coming. He thought his uncle was taking him out to play. Even when his brother raised the gun and pointed it at him, he was still in the dark. At the same time, the woman sensed something. She woke up from her sleep and realized her baby was gone from his crib. She got up to look for him. She found Ada sleeping in her brother's arms. The brother didn't shoot Ada after all, and he accepted Ada's presence. They watched as his brother grew to love Ada. The couple was happy. They threw a little party. The family danced the night away. Ada didn't feed in. He wanted to go out and play with the dog. The dog was staring at something, and Ada frowned in his tracks. A humanoid creature reflected in his pupils. The dog lunged at the creature. Ada was so scared. He turned and ran home. When he got home, he looked at himself in the mirror. He looked like the monster. He lay down in his father's arms to find some comfort, but then he saw the picture of the sheep on the wall, and that's when he finally realized that he was really a sheep. On the other side, his drunken brother wanted to assault his sister-in-law. The woman, of course, didn't agree. The brother was rejected. He's not happy about it. He threatened the woman that she had killed Ada's mother. The woman was afraid Ada would find out. She could only pretend to agree. The next day, she sent her brother away immediately. When the husband woke up and found his wife gone, he took Ada for a walk alone. The woman came home and saw that no one was home. She was about to go out to look for her. She heard a gunshot in the distance. She ran in the direction of the gunshot. Her husband was holding his neck. Blood was gushing out. The murderer was that monster. She came to take away his child. The husband tried to stop it but couldn't. By the time the woman arrived, the husband was dead. Ada had already been taken by the monster. She took someone else's child. She lost the baby. Her husband was killed. She was left to live the rest of her life alone in agony.